Good evening and welcome to my end of the week recap video here for Apple and plan ahead for next week. Over here on the monthly time frame, well, first of all, I haven't taken any new trades this week, just this one that I held overnight that didn't work out for me last week. Have done nothing else since. Moving averages are converging together, putting a lot of chop, a lot of upwards and downwards pressure on price action. So I just like to avoid the chop and wait for a better opportunity, which I will get to momentarily. All right, first of all, monthly time frame. This month's candle for June is not very encouraging for the bulls. It is at least semi-bearish. It's at least set up for a potential pullback, especially if it breaks this 180, we'll call it 180 level. However, looking at this price action, we've had strong moves up, a little bit of pullback, strong move up, a little bit of pullback, strong move up, broadening pattern, and false breakdown turned into a huge support candle. This is a big hammer candlestick, and looks like we're finally getting some continuation off of it from May's candle. So June may just be some more digestion. Volume doesn't necessarily confirm, at least in relation to the recent months, that there's participation pushing it down. So big indecision candle, declining volume, doesn't necessarily scare me completely yet, but I'm going to look for trading both sides of the tape for the time being. Now, as I get down here, getting closer to the daily time frame, this here on the weekly time frame has a very nice potential support candlestick. If I go here on the daily time frame, you can see the flag that I had drawn on here came down, is tested what looked like was the previous resistance. It's holding around that level. This was also the previous highs, around 180 and 80 cents roughly. So looks like it could potentially be a nice setup for the longs. So right now we have the monthly and weekly time frames conflicting, and just more confirmation that there's no direction at the moment. So down here to the daily time frame, again, there's no real discernible direction based on just the day's candlestick. We have come off highs, however, we've had nothing but a series of higher lows and higher highs. So it's tough for me to be completely bearish at the moment, but as I already said, I'm going to be trying to trade both directions. And what I mean by that is if price action opens up anywhere in between this 181 area roughly to 187, I'm going to be looking at trying to capture some of those moves. We had a big big resistance area above price action right here, above 187 up to about 189. If you see my note right here, and just in case we do gap up over this level, this is a potential inverted head and shoulders pattern off of that weekly possible bullish reversal. I will look to chase that trade if that does break above, because there's going to be a lot of shorts trapped on that side of the trade, and they're going to have to get out. So probably going to hit new highs if that does occur. If that does not happen, if we open up, chop around here, just barely come up, maybe poke our head through and come back in, I will take 187.5 puts for the following week. Below there, my target is going to be around this 180-ish area. Very nice opportunity for a drop down there. I know the 50 SMA is right there, the 8, the 21 is all right inside this price, but when they're all converged like this, it's just going to be a lot of chop. So I'm going to try and take advantage of the range it's setting up here. At the 181 level, I will look to take calls based on that previous support as well. Stop loss will be just outside of it. Below there, I still have my 200 SMA, which I'm also looking at to take calls off of that level as well. So for right now, still staying mostly bullish. However, I am willing to accept both sides of the trade. For now, this is my trade plan. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Have a good weekend and good luck.